Welcome back to the receive side of the Harvard 402 MPA, which uses the Cybernet 002 chassis, as found in a few other sets, such as the Fidelity 2001 and the genuine Amstrad. Don't forget there's a pirate copy Amstrad out there, which is dreadful. Right, receive. Well, this radio has no receive. Now, whilst I was fitting a socket to the power connector, I could see it's been reverse polarityed at some time. Now if we can just zoom in. Now I don't like protection diodes on the wrong side of the board, but it's been done reasonably well considering. I'm not going to change that. But somebody's reverse polarityed it at some time, and what it's done is blown that track there. So what we're going to have to do is to put a little bit of wire across that. So I'll pause the video whilst we do that. Okay, so we've now bridged that gap, and hopefully that's meant that the audio chip hasn't failed, or anything else for that matter. So we'll turn the set back over, connect our extension speaker, and see whether I'm right. Now, which socket does that go in? That one. Switch back on. I've got a switch on thumb, but I haven't got anything else. So that's not good. Make sure the signal generator is on, where it should be on 2779125. I'll just set that up. Okay, so we have no receive. Now, here's a bit of diagnostics for a very quick check. First of all, I've put the radio into PA mode. There we are in PA mode, and I've got nothing. Having put the speaker into the PA socket at the back, I've still got nothing. Going to the extension speaker, we've got nothing. Now, the signal generator is on. Let's go back into CB mode. And if you can see, we've got full scale deflection on the meter. Now if I turn the signal generator down, it's receiving, but we can't hear it. Well, that tells me that the audio chip's knackered. That's a good word, isn't it? And that, of course, is because the radio's been reverse polarity. So, unfortunately, although the print burnt out on the back there, the chip had already failed. So what we're going to have to do is to change the chip. So I will just do that. You know, you wouldn't believe this. We've just changed the audio IC. In fact, one of my colleagues has changed it just there. I've just changed the capacitor there, which was pretty dreadful as well. And we've still got strangled audio. So I guess that wire, which is severed, is going to be the next fault. It's unbelievable how many faults can be on a radio, especially when it was sold as working on eBay. Okay, well that now sounds normal. There's a noise there on the volume control, which we can deal with later. So no audio was, because it's been reverse polarity at some time, we got a crack on the printed circuit board, which we've bridged. Then the audio IC was duff, and the audio IC was doubly duff because somebody had fitted it with no insulating kit between the heatsink and the device, and we managed to have a scrap chassis here. I've got one of those scrap Amstrads, if I can just find it. One of the, what I call the pirate copy ones. No, it's not that. I don't know where to put it now to show you. Anyway, it's one of those dreadful imitation Amstrads, and unfortunately people think they're real, and then they think the real sets work as badly. Right, anyway, back to the set. So we'll set up the receiver now. So switch the signal generator on. And that's pretty deaf. That's 3 microvolts. Now these sets are capable of good results, so we know that's not right. First receive adjustment is the CAN T5. It's probably about where it should be. There's 2. The core of transformer 7 is at the bottom and broken, so that's where the next fault lies. Okay, we've now changed the core, the coil there from a scrap chassis. The other one was the core was at the bottom and broken, so just see if we can adjust that. Oh yes, that's much better. I'm going to set the detector before we go any further. So we'll put a S9 equivalent signal on, and hopefully I've got the sun on the oscilloscope screen. 11 maximum recovered audio. I'm looking at an oscilloscope just in the sun. There we are, that's set. So back to the receive, that's 1 microvolt. Just make sure these other IFs are set up as well as can be. Look at the cyanide meter. And we'll just finally tickle up transformer 5. 6 and 7, which we replaced. So we've now got 1 microvolt. It's about 0.7 of a microvolt. Then putting S9 onto the signal generator. Have we got S9 on the meter? Well, it's just over, isn't it? It's beyond plus 30. We just need to adjust that then. And the signal meter is the preset RV2, which is the one just there. So let's have a look. RV2 to S9. There we have S9, if you can just see that. Now we just need to check the squelch. So, signal generator off. Squelch advanced there to threshold. Signal generator back on. 1 microvolt, 3 microvolts it comes in, and that's fair enough. Now we'll turn the squelch to full. That's no good at all. It doesn't alter. So we need to just adjust the squelch, which is RV5. RV5 is next to the choke there. Now let's see whether that works better. So we'll go do that test again. Signal generator off. Squelch to threshold. Signal generator on. It's coming at 0.3. Now we'll turn the squelch to full. Squelch to full. And it comes in as 100 microvolts. That's absolutely ideal. So there we have it. That's the, I was going to say Amstrad 901. This is the Harvard 402 MPA using the Cybernet 002 chassis, which is also known as their economy chassis. Just to recap on the receive repairs, because it's been reverse polarityed, there's been a blown track on the back. The audio IC has been changed inexpertly, and they've failed to put the insulation kit, which is between the device and the heatsink. So we managed to find one on a scrap chassis, replaced the Sanyo LA4422 IC, And then we discovered the capacitor at the back there, which is 108, had been damaged because of the reverse polarity. And then what else did we do? Oh yes, when we tried to tune it, we found that the coil T7 had been screwed right to the bottom and broken, so we again recovered one off a scrap chassis. And then we found that that lead, which goes to the wiper of the volume control, had been severed. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that monumental repair to the Harvard 402 MPA, as sold on eBay as fully working. See you on the demonstration. I'm going to get Mr. C to go in the car and see whether we can get our usual 6-7 miles out of it. Thanks for watching.